The next update has to do with the Huawei Corporation that you've been hearing about, a Chinese telecommunications company that is being attacked and banned and discriminated against by American companies, ordered to do so by the Trump administration. And I wanted to comment briefly on this. First, I find it remarkable that a government that refers to itself as conservative, Republican, and so on, is interfering, having the government interfere in private enterprise in a way and with a precision that is remarkably contrary to every ideological commitment those folks have made over the last umpteen years. This is government intervention, not to mention the tariffs and all the other things he's doing on a scale no Democrat would have dared consider for fear of the storm it would have produced. But there's also another dimension that I really want to bring to your attention in this whole Huawei business. What the American government has done is send a message to every corporation in the world that does business with an American company, buying inputs from an American company, or selling parts to an American company. They're learning that they have a new risk they didn't understand they had before. Don't do business with America. That's the message here. Because you don't know when Mr. Trump or whoever comes later will cut them off from you, will put you hanging out there like Huawei is, unable to get important inputs it needs from the American companies it's been paying big bucks to get those things. Never mind the Americans who will lose their jobs because the business isn't there anymore. It is a message that every CEO of every company in the world has just sent a memo down the line of their company. Cut business with Americans. Reduce dependence on Americans. Find business partners elsewhere in countries that don't do this. And why is it all being done? To advance Mr. Trump's career opportunities. You know, he's worried about the election. He might not make it. If the predictions of a recession in the United States, either this year or next, come true, and that is the consensus, it will be very bad for his re-election campaign. That's why he puts the pressure on the Federal Reserve to lower the interest rates. And maybe all this noise about tariffs and Huawei and companies is designed to make it look like we're heading into real economic trouble, because if we are, and that becomes the general perception, well, then the Federal Reserve will have to do what it's supposed to do, lower interest rates to anticipate this problem. I am aware that the financial press has recently indicated that the odds of a cutting of interest rates have gone from the low digits to over 50% just over the last 3 weeks. Good news for Mr. Trump's re-election campaign, but an important warning to every company in the world to do less business with the United States. Pay more to another company than you might have to pay to an American, because the risk is less that you'll be cut off and therefore have your life extinguished as an enterprise.